Hey guys, this is Vanessa. My podcast is Life Paranormal with me. Listen as I serve you all things spirit, paranormal, and unexplained. Join me every other Saturday as my guest host and I recount our own experiences that will perplex and utterly terrify you. Life Paranormal with me is available on all major platforms such as Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. Join the Lifer fam by following me on Twitter at VLifeParanormal. Follow, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can always catch a ride on this spooky vibe.
We've had a doozy of a day.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
Welcome to the Horror Basement and Beyond. I'm one of your hosts, Johnny, and Jim Jam is here as always.
Jim Jam here.
Hope you are doing well. We have 3 stories for you, and me and Jim Jam went busting this weekend.
Bustin.
Yeah, we busting up in the movie theaters is what we did.
Ghostbusting.
Yeah, Ghostbusting. As they say now, I guess that's the thing.
I didn't get no pussy this weekend.
Jim Jam busting it up in the movie theater.
Golly.
No, I'm not going to say that. Anyway. Yeah. So we're going to give our review on Ghostbusters. I think everybody's doing that. So we might as well jump in as well. You know, we got some cryptid stuff. We got news on Jimmy Hoffa. What?
Damn. It's been a long time ago since that happened.
Yeah. And we got some news from China. Some ghost hunting stuff from China. But first off, we have a guy that claims he photographed a half-man, half-dog creature. And once again, it is one of the shittiest photos.
All right. If you're watching the video on Spotify or YouTube, you can see what I'm circling right here with my mouse. Yeah, it looks like a fucking tree branch. So I don't understand how this fucking shit got an article. But
yeah, man in Australia claims it. He claims that John had been out fishing in his kayak on Boxing Day last year. I don't know what Boxing Day is. When he had an encounter that he has since likened to reports of a half-dog, half-man creature or dogman that has been sighted in the U.S. state of Michigan as far back as the 1800s. I noticed that every time I took a stroke with the paddle of my kayak, whatever this thing was, it was taking a stride to each paddle I was taking. The creature I actually got in the photo and what I think it is, I've spoken to a few people and I reckon it's a dogman.
So is that what that's supposed to be?
I think that's what that's supposed to be.
Because I don't see nothing else.
Yeah, it's that black thing that could be a space in between the trees. And
What is this website it's unexplainedmysteries.com. Why in the hell didn't they circle it or something?
I mean, even though they are even in this article, they say, unfortunately, the photograph he did manage to capture is inconclusive, showing an indistinct shape in the trees that could arguably be anything at all, perhaps nothing more than a gap in the foliage. Nonetheless, John himself remains absolutely adamant that he's seen it. And the source was from Lad Bible. I don't know if y'all know that.
Well, John, you're going to have to get a better fucking camera, buddy. Because your camera sucks.
You probably try to zoom in. It's probably like he took it and then like with any phone.
Should have fucking videoed it. And then you could screenshot.
Yeah.
But don't zoom. Don't fucking zoom.
Dude, stop telling me not to zoom. You didn't take this picture. I'm not John.
You're Johnny.
Yeah. Jeez.
It's probably a fucking garbage ass iPhone.
Johan, because he spells it with an H. John.
Oh, yeah. Johnny don't spell his like that. It's J.
No.
Well, if I ever fuck up...
You've already went over this.
Did it?
Yes, you've been over this 10 or 15, 20 times in the last 6 years.
Don't spell with an H, y'all.
Yeah, my name's not spelled with an H.
It's
Oh, I can talk
Jahani.
to my doctor's office about that.
Oh, shit.
Tomorrow morning, when I go, I'm talking to him. How do you have my name spelled in your system?
Jahani.
That's exactly, it's Jonathan.
Jonathan.
Jonathan. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, it's another crappy picture. I don't know. Kind of looks like nothing. It looks like a big fat branch.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Or a bird.
So,
Definitely don't look like a dog man.
was this guy high when he
Well,
was...
he's probably drunk. He's in Australia fishing. I mean, don't most people... Well, I shouldn't say that. A lot of people, when they go fishing, they drink.
So, what's the Australian for beer?
Fosters.
Yeah, maybe he was drinking some Fosters.
Yeah, so... And them come in big cans. At least they do here. I don't know how that works around the world. I've never drank Foster's beer, to be honest. So, we'll move on. Jimmy Hoffa, guys. I didn't know this was a thing because, you know, they've been looking for Jimmy Hoffa since 1975. So, that's what, 46 years now?
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time. But I guess somebody died, and on their deathbed, they said that he was buried in a certain part of a New Jersey landfill. So, they went looking, and they didn't say they went, you know, they were questions on, like, why they were there, but they didn't necessarily come out and say that they were looking for him, but people can just assume that it is him for the fact that, the dude died recently or in the last year and gave such whatever deathbed confession and detail of where he is. So, if you've been wondering, I guess he's in a landfill somewhere. But 45 years later, that has to be a closed down landfill, right? Like, you just don't. I don't know. I don't want to use their audio.
It looks like a park now.
Is that the landfill?
Yeah, because it'll show pictures right here. See? Hold on, it's right.
Yeah, I see but
right there. See, there's a bridge.
Okay. Huh. Maybe, yeah, it's closed down so they can go back and look, but yeah. If you care, they're looking for Jimmy Hoffa still. Not sure why. I mean, after 45 years, like, you know, like, yeah, it's messed up what happened to him. You know, he disappeared and all, and the mob probably took him out and all, but, well, I guess maybe the family still cares.
Yeah.
And the news still cares. It was a huge story.
Yeah, way back when.
Yeah, I was
in the 70s.
Wasn't born.
But Jimmy Hoffa is a well-known name, right? The Mafia.
He was a Teamster.
What the fuck is that?
He was like part of a union, I think. I don't know, man. That's beyond me. I don't live in the North, and I don't know. We live in the South where unions rarely exist. So they don't like them here. Because they don't want us getting paid.
No, because then they can do what they want.
Yeah. That's pretty much it. But if you'd like to move to China and you're not afraid of no ghosts.
I like how you did that there, buddy.
They have haunted house testers. I don't know how you'd get into this, to be honest. Like, there's a guy that claims that he's getting paid. His name is Zhang. He gets 1 won for every minute he spends in a stigmatized property. Most of the time, it's real estate agents and superstitious clients who require his services. He spends at least 24 hours on the property. And he calls in via video to show his employers that there's nothing to worry about. Like, the people, and, you know, in certain cultures, people really, truly, and just not even in cultures, like, just some people really, really believe that places are haunted, and they won't step in it before they buy it or go look at it. So this guy comes in, and he's like, look, I will sleep there. I will stay there 24 hours. And I took down the calculation, but I think there was 1,440 minutes in a day. I could be wrong about that. I did 60 times 24, so whatever. And that was like $224 in American, $225 a day just to hang out in a supposedly haunted house. But like he said, you can't make a living off that, but you could, supplement some income.
Well, if he's getting consistent work or doing this, like,
yeah, I don't think
if he does it 5 days a week,
but I don't think you could get consistent work on that.
Well, I'm just saying, if he can do that weekly though and get $200,
now the question is be like, well, I think I might need to stay 3 days in this house.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I think I might have heard something. You might want me to stay a little longer to make sure. Like, but then you'd be lying, and then your credibility would go out the window. So I guess really, your whole goal is to say that it's not haunted, so that the real estate agent can sell it.
So you think they lie about it?
Well, I don't think
if it is.
Yeah, more likely. I mean, well, let's be honest. Most houses aren't haunted.
True.
I mean, so like, if someone thinks that it's haunted, you go in and not everybody, and also not everybody is going to experience the haunting.
They got to be sensitive to it, right?
What I'm told, I guess I'm not that sensitive, so I don't know. I'm not one that has ever experienced that. So, I mean, we're talking about going ghost hunting and experiencing it, but I don't know if I still can experience ghosts. I don't think they like me.
I don't think there's an age limit to it.
To experience a ghost?
Yeah.
Well, I'm saying I don't think they like me. I don't think I'm open enough. But I had to be like closed-minded, because as a kid, like sneaking out of the house and being out in the dark at midnight.
Yeah.
10 o'clock at night, midnight. 1 o'clock. Like, the last thing I wanted to believe in were ghosts. You know what I'm saying though? Like, that's not what I want to believe in. Like, I didn't want to see that shit, so I didn't believe in it.
So maybe they heard your New Year's resolution. Was it this year?
That was last year. That I was going to be more open.
Yeah,
I was more open last year.
So maybe they heard that, and they're going to be like, "We're going to fuck with him now." He might.
Yeah, but that still hasn't happened. And this year, my New Year's resolution will not be as critical.
But you won't. But you haven't been to like a haunted place yet, that you know of, anyways. You might have been, but we went to Slaughterhouse, but there's a lot of shit going on in there.
Yeah. Yeah, I still haven't experienced it. We went to the dam.
Yeah.
And we walked through the dark. In that piece.
Oh yeah, and that's when we went through the supposed room that the engine was, an engine room.
Yeah.
That supposed this motherfucker walked up behind me and brushed against me. Oh man, I about died. Oh fuck, there's somebody in here.
Yeah, because I put the glow stick in my pocket.
Hey, take it out, Johnny. I can't see. This motherfucker kept. But damn, man, them motherfuckers like crackheads when you pull it out, boy. One hallway, man, it was crazy because it was pitch black and we couldn't see. So I said, "Pull out, Johnny. I can't see." Wow. He pulls it out and food. Just fucking haunt actors.
Two of them were standing right in front of me and reached for they're walking backwards right in front of me that you couldn't see them. Because I took the glow stick in most of the time because it said lights out. And my thing is I want to be in complete darkness and I want to be spooked. And they got me good because they were right there on top of me, and it was like a horror movie.
Was it scary when you pulled the light out?
I just barely flashed it. Like, I just flashed it. Like, I still had a hold of it, and only the end piece come out, and it would light up because it's completely dark in that hallway. Like, I couldn't see in front of me. They were there, but once I did, they were just like, whoop. So it was like a horror movie, like where someone turns on the flashlight and they're on top of you.
Yeah.
And it was like, shit.
I was like, oh, shit.
And they both reached for it. And I was like, you motherfuckers ain't getting it. Like, that's not going to happen. But it was funny. It was great. I mean, I enjoy that kind of stuff, though.
Yeah, so but 3 more days is when Waverly Hills puts their 2022 season up. So we're going for January, like we talked on the last episode.
Yeah, but... like I say, we had to have 10 people to commit.
Yeah,
and that's only to do the private night. You know what I'm saying? Like we was really hoping. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Well, if 10 people send me $100, then we're good.
Yeah, it will. Of course, yeah, but it would be like $112 a piece. And the thing is like we wanted to do it, like I said, a private party.
So it's people we know.
Yeah, people we know or just cool people.
Because then we can be, if we want to be goofy with it, we can do that.
Yeah, and plus though with the other ones, it's like up to 65 people for the public one. To me, I know that place is big, but I don't know where they have it sectioned off at to where you can actually go ghost hunting or paranormal investigating.
Yeah.
And because I've never been, other people know that have been, but you would have to share rooms. So if you want to do, like we talked about before, the EVP, whatever, if you wanted to do that, it would, and I'm sure people would be courteous, but I would like to set up an experiment like we talked about, like maybe 2 mirrors, even if they're small mirrors.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have big mirrors, but we need to find some that were like silver line mirrors, like really, really extremely old mirrors. Because the claim was, I thought I turned that off. Not bad. But the claim has always been that you needed like silver in the mirror because that was the conductor. I don't know if that's true because it's a pure metal, whatever metal you call it.
Maybe we can find somebody that has some we can borrow.
Is that asking for trouble? Probably.
I think so, especially in that place.
Yeah, it's an infinite portal that you would be creating.
What is the other thing you do is with mirrors? What's it called?
Psychomantium?
Yeah.
That's like where one's sitting above you or something and you can't see it. Like it's I can't, or it's out of sight or something. I have to.
Do you not look directly at it? You look up at it.
I'm not sure if there's one like below it and you could see that one and then it. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to.
So it's like Doom and then.
Maybe, but I'd have to. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to look that up. It's been years since we talked about that.
But is that something that could like introduce a ghost into your house?
The only question about the psychomantium was, yeah, that could happen because it could be a benevolent creature, spirit. But the what's it called? The skepticism on that was the one guy the people have to be with you a couple of days, and it could be like a covert hypnosis situation.
So they secretly hypnotize.
Yeah, because like if you sit in front of someone long enough, they can do certain things to make you feel a certain way, and you wouldn't know it if they're really, really good.
Mm-hmm.
And people do that in job interviews, just even in advertising alone, is like extremely hardcore with covert hypnosis and like covert little signs that they put in.
Yeah,
because I studied it and for a while, and you just got to be alert. Like, and it's hard to just be alert all the time. Like I was more alert when I was really like looking into it and seeing how people did it.
Mm.
But like advertising, man, it's like you really, really start to notice. But I don't know. I think we'll end up having to do the public one, unfortunately.
Well, hopefully not. Maybe we can
because I think once that goes up, it's gonna be because if there's very few days on a private tour, I think then we'll get snagged up because there's people out there that are really paranormal investigators that make money off of it,
mm-hmm.
doing their YouTube and doing TikTok and whatever, Because I've noticed there's a lot of people that do lives on TikTok that are paranormal investigators.
Hopefully one day we'll get enough followers on TikTok.
Yeah, go follow us on TikTok so we can go do paranormal investigations live.
Yeah, because you got to have 1,000, I think. And we're like 900, or almost 800 away, I think.
Yeah, tell your friends to follow us, just to follow us.
Yeah, I'm going to try to start posting more on there. Being goofy and shit.
Well, it it's either you need to be one thing or another. Like I think on there, like with these paranormal investigators, they're sharing stuff. I'm more of a skeptic on it, as we know. Like this one people, they were just in an old dumpy house, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna go investigate a haunted house," and it's just like you're in an abandoned house.
Yeah,
That don't make it haunted,
no.
but people believe that.
Well, I guess people would believe that because it looks
Yeah,
creepy.
because there's stuff in it, and I've been to a creepy house where it was like full of just boxes and dolls, and it's real creepy. Would have been real cool if you had. Well, I'm glad we didn't have social media back then because stuff would have been put on the internet, and I would have been in trouble because we weren't supposed to be there. We broke in, you know.
Yeah, we did the same thing when we was kids with this one house, and nightmares of the basement all the time there, and we would go rummage through the basement. So why is basements always so scary?
Well, they're just creepy because there's only one way out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Dark. It smells a little weird. And there's only one way out. And in your mind, if you think about that, that's a little weird. You're trapped. Somebody closes that door, you are fucked.
Especially what if they trap you down there and with no light, so it's pitch black, and then you hear stuff.
Yeah, that'd be horrible. That would be bad. Real bad.
What if that was like an escape room type game where you go into like a room?
There was
and it's complete dark.
There was one at what's it called down in Chattanooga? Deathly Hollow.
Dread Hollow.
Dread Hollow. Where they had just a blackout room. I don't know how it worked, but that's the problem with all these places say blackout, but it's really not blacked out because liability concerns on if somebody gets hurt in a completely dark room, even though you sign a waiver, you're still looking at. I didn't go in it, so I don't know.
I don't think they could have done a blackout room or completely blacked out at the
Dread Hollow.
No, not Dread Hollow, but Six Figures Hell's Bar, because there was a lot of uneven terrain and stuff. But if you can do one where you don't have nothing in the floor, and could you imagine them going around the corner and fucking hitting your shin on one of them corners, concrete corners?
Well, that's why they gave you a glow stick.
Yeah, that would fucking. Oh man, that would be bad.
And that was my thing. Like, if you have a glow stick, why do I need any lights on in any of these rooms?
Yeah, because some of them did have rooms and
they have lights.
I think I pissed off one of the actors because I was talking shit to her.
Oh,
the one that's like the receptionist or whatever.
Yeah,
but that's just how I enjoy. I kind of talk with them and.
Yeah, I seen that somebody thread that's like, if you go to a haunted house, there's no need to tell jokes because that person's probably heard that joke like 50 times that night. Don't be hitting on the women, that you something. And I'm just like, I can understand not making sexual comments to the women, like, oh yeah, what's your number, baby, But if I want to make a freaking joke because I paid to go, I will make that damn joke, even if you've heard it 50 million times. I'm making that joke.
I wonder if he's an actor.
Yes.
That's just pissed off because no one probably did that to him.
Well, no, it's just he don't want to hear it. He was an actor. I don't know who he was.
Old.
He wasn't my friend on there. Somebody else had commented on it through Facebook, and that was but I'm just like, if I want to make a joke, I am paying to be there. It's for my entertainment. It ain't for the people that are acting's entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, they're trying to do a job to scare you. I'm not going in there being macho though either. I want to be scared.
Yeah.
Like I can understand if you're going in there like, oh well, I'm not scared. Fuck this place. You ain't scary. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying?
So when I acted at Miller's Thrillers, I had my chicken, my rubber chicken. Well, I had a lot of women talking about they wanting to choke my chicken and stuff.
Yeah, and you probably heard that over and over. But
you had women and guys saying, like, "Did you choke the chicken, huh?" And of course, I'd choke it, But
like to choke your chicken, and that's where you should have brought it down to your crotch.
Oh no, kids running through.
I mean, if there was kid.
There was some teenagers grabbing it and fucking acting like they're jerking it off and stuff, and I would just laugh at them, but
But to me, that's their entertainment, and let them have it. Like, don't bitch about it. And like I said, if you go like haunt season over and all, but there's no point in trying to be macho through a haunted house.
I saw a couple of those people, and I really went for those people. And I was like, and then I got to the point where people wasn't, they looked like they just had this, like, meek, was it meek? Is that the word? Or just like a blank, just like they wasn't having fun. And I was like, I'm not going to leave you alone until you smile.
Oh, yeah.
And I would squeak something in their face, and then they would smile. So I would try, and I had a lot of people tell me, you're my favorite part of this whole haunt. But I also had people tell me, this haunt is way too long.
Well, and certain haunted houses can be too long.
These woods were, I've only did it one time and I'm never doing it again.
That long?
Oh my God, man. It's like a fucking intermediate hike.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like, fuck this. I got to past the scene where I was acting in the year before. I think we went, yeah, it was when, 2020 or whatever. But, I'm not in shape at all. I'm working on it. But, good God, because they had some bleachers at one point. My big ass said, fuck this. I chilled right there, and I'm like, my God, it was terrible. I'm like, this motherfucker needs to take some shit out of here. He needs to shorten that damn thing. I heard a lot of people complain about that.
Then there's a lot of people complaining that it's too short. I mean, I don't think, you know what I mean? Yeah. So 25 to 30 minute haunts.
No, it's like 45 minutes to walk through this fucking.
But I mean, that's a good 25, 30 minutes is.
That'd be plenty.
To me, though, there's a lot of people that walk too fucking fast. And it's annoying because it's like, enjoy yourself. But we're not here to talk about haunts. Haunt season's over.
Well,
I guess
haunts.
We're always thinking about haunts.
Haunts are gearing up for their Christmas.
That is
some haunts actually do Christmas events like National Nightmare. Of course, I don't know if Dread Hollow's doing Christmas or not, but if not Christmas, they do New Year's.
Yeah, and Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so them are three holidays that they actually do. Some of them do.
I'd like to go to a Christmas haunt. That'd be kind of pretty cool. It'd be something. I don't know how scary it'd be. I think didn't we go
National
1 year?
Nightmare was a Krampus one.
Didn't we go 1 year?
We went Valentine's Day.
No, I didn't go Valentine's
Day. Did you not go to Haunted Hell with us?
No, I don't know.
Oh, it's closed now. It fucking sucked.
I think it was Fairy Tale Hell.
Oh, that was a National Nightmare.
Yeah, it was a Christmas one I think we might have went to. But anyways, yeah. Already missed haunted houses. I didn't go last year, so. Were we going to talk about St. Maud?
Yeah, so we watched this trailer before we recorded. Man, this fucking crazy. There's a part in it. You can go to tnhorror.com and check this trailer out in this press release. But one scene, she sticks like this fucking tack strip or something.
Oh, yeah.
In her shoe.
Walking on it.
And then just stepped in there, but I think she was like one of them that wanted to feel
pain, so she's closer to
yeah.
God. But yeah, St. Maud, Rise of Blu-ray on November 30th in digital. And it's from where was it? The creators of The Witch.
The Witch, what's that one? Fuck.
I don't know how to bring it over there, so. But yeah, The Witch, and some people it's got mixed review of Midsommar.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Midsommar, but I liked The Witch. I thought The Witch was good. I mean, but yeah, it looked interesting.
All right, I'll go ahead and get to the scene. This I'm muted, of course. So
yeah, Hereditary. That's it.
Hereditary Midsommar. So
The Witch, Hereditary, Midsommar. But if you're into the nun stuff, the religious kind of things.
Here it is, right here.
Yeah, if you're watching the YouTube video.
Here, I'll blow it up so you can see, but she just put a little strip in her shoe.
That would suck.
Here, I'll go back so you can see the strip. Well, it was just a little nail strip she put in there, but it was... It's like, damn, man, you know, what?
And she's got someone living inside her, so she thinks, and it's one of the paranormal. What is that? Not exorcism, but
well, it's in horror genre, but like
where people
possession.
Possession. That's the word I'm looking for.
So
possession.
So yeah, that comes out the 30th of this month.
Did you know
on Blu-ray and digital? What now?
Did you know that one Paranormal Activity movie is on Peacock?
Next to Ken?
Yeah, it's on like Peacock or what's the other one? Whatever, the Paramount Plus.
It's on both of?
No, it's on one of the other. I can't remember. Paramount.
Okay, yeah, because I see it. Cause I'm like, it would be on both of them.
Yeah, I know, but
yeah, it's one of them. Yeah.
A friend of mine, or a guy at work, I should say, friend. He said he watched it. He said it was okay. I said, man, I haven't watched one Paranormal Activity movie, not a single one. And he's like, really? I was like, yeah. I was like, man, come out. And then they made like...
It's on Paramount Plus.
And they made like 5 or 6 of them. And by that time, you know, it's like, I'm not even trying. Plus, I'm just not into that type of movie. I mean, I'll watch them, you know, for the podcast, but I'm just not going to watch it on my own time, really.
So, let's see. The one that stood out to me the most, of course, the first one.
Yeah, that's
but,
what it is.
And then the one that was had the Mexican family in it.
Yeah, see, I would.
Was it Ghost Dimension?
See, I wouldn't know it. I don't know any other Paranormal Activity movies, to be honest, man. Like I just said,
the Ghost Dimension. That was it.
Didn't even know they had a Ghost Dimension.
I think maybe.
No, that's not it. Hispanic.
Oh, okay. So this is the one about the little when they were kids. There was another one that.
Why don't you just type in Paranormal Activity and just hit enter and then look at all the movies.
The marked ones. That's it. So it's the marked ones. Come out in 2014. Yeah, that's the one that really. I guess what's the one I just said before that?
The
Ghost Dimension. That one and this one. The Ghost, they're all pretty decent to me. But the first one, you know, that's the one that started Blumhouse out.
Pretty much. I mean, they made killer money off of a $5 million or $20,000 movie.
Yeah.
They made millions. So
that's how Jason Blum was able to do what he's doing now. Like, Amy sent me
he's in everything.
Oh, Jason Blum?
I'm talking about they're in, like, as far as movies now, they're making all kinds of them now. They're in freaking all.
Amy sent me something for a Thanksgiving movie from Blumhouse. House on the Bayou.
Is that going to be on, like, Hulu or something?
Paramount movie, so probably Paramount Plus. So yeah, everybody already knows the fucking, like he was saying, the fucking Blumhouse is every fucking way. That Jason Blum is balling out of control.
And some people hate him or hate the Blumhouse production because they do everything, and a lot of them are PG-13. But I mean,
he don't want to put no money into him either, though. He wants to limp, which it's understandable, hell, because you know you want to make as much money as possible, but yeah. But I don't think you need to put as much money because you can do it like practical, and I think it's better.
Yeah, practical effects are going to be better, and I think that too is where it forces you not to use a whole lot of CGI, because CGI is expensive, and if you overdo it, you know, you can make practical effects probably cheaper, and a lot of times, you know.
Well, we can talk about this when we review the Ghostbusters, but do you think the gatekeeper and what was the other name of the thing, the dog?
Keymaster?
Yeah. Do you think those are practical, or do you think those are CGI? They look practical to me, but I don't know.
They kind of look practical, but I
Well, if they're not, then they did really good CGI with it. I thought
look
that.
up and ask. Here I'll look it up real quick. But
So yeah, I guess we can go ahead and get into it. You want to?
For the movie of the week. Tonight on the movie of the week.
So starting off on this one because let's say this: there will be spoilers. So spoiler warning, right?
yeah, first off, what did you like the movie?
Yes, I fucking loved it. It got me into my feels, y'all. I will explain more as we get on into it.
Yeah, I can't. I'm not researching that if it was practical or CGI.
But I really enjoyed this movie. Even my wife said she hadn't enjoyed a movie this much in a long time. So yeah, this was great. I feel like because the guy that directed it, what's his name? He's the son of the guy that directed the first one. So, it's
Jason Reitman.
Yeah, so his dad directed the first. I don't know if he directed the second one or not, but he directed the first one or whatever. But this guy, he did a killer job. It had a ton of Easter eggs from the original. The first of the movie, it's
Ivan Reitman was his dad.
what's the guy's not Harold? The guy that's the guy that plays what's his name? The one at the beginning that gets killed. Egon. I'm terrible with names, so excuse me on that. But Egon, he gets killed by one of the
Gozer.
Is it Gozer that kills him? Or is it one of the dogs?
It's one of the dogs.
Yeah, okay. But
I don't know what they call the dogs.
Because he moved to a farm, I guess, after the second one or something. And at some point, he moved to a farm, and was they in Oklahoma?
Yes.
And he turned this farm into a massive trap. So, because not far from this farm was it like a mine?
Yes.
That had Gozer, and I guess just a shit ton of ghosts on it, wasn't it?
Yeah, it had the I guess call it the ooze. But they showed the real ooze in the original film.
Second one.
Yeah, the second one, like
pink
the pink.
shit?
Yeah,
What the
but
fuck
it
is
had.
that called?
I thought it was the ooze. No, that's Teenage Mutant.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh yeah, oops.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of that stuff. But yeah. So I guess he was there doing something, or he was luring them back. He got one of them in the trap.
Yeah. Well, he was hoping to trap them and to keep them, and he got the one in the trap so the other one would come after him.
Yeah,
come after it. So they're hoping to trap both of them, and in that way, if you trap them both, Gozer, right? Gozer.
Yeah, because that's what fuels Gozer is those two. So he hid the trap in the floorboards or under the floor.
Okay, the Keymaster is Vin's ortho. The Keymaster of Gozer was a demigod and loyal minion of the Destructor. Yeah.
Destructor.
So Vin's is assumed to be male because it is known as the Keymaster. And the Zul is the gatekeeper, I think. So yeah, there you go.
So one of I don't know which one, but one of them comes to try to get the other one, but kills Egon. So that's how they explain all that.
Yeah. And how I felt, I enjoyed the movie too. I some people have an issue with the throwbacks, the little Easter eggs. Like they claim it was too much. Some people didn't like it. But
I loved it.
like to me, like they showed the Crunch Bar, which I didn't really care. And I don't know if they were making fun of how the advertisement was back in the '80s. And it's like they ate Crunch Bars and the Twinkie. Like
I like Crunch Bars.
I haven't eaten a Crunch Bar in
I hadn't
decades.
I hadn't had them. Yeah, like you said.
Like the only time you might get it is like the little bitty one that might come into Halloween. Otherwise, it's a crackle because you don't really even see Crunch Bars, and that's the same thing. But there's a different consistency. Anyway, and the Twinkie, but
I don't remember the whole Twinkie. Did Egon like to eat Twinkies?
I guess so. I don't know. See, and some stuff went over my head.
I guess I'm gonna have to. I got the part 1 and 2 over there on DVD. Guess I'm gonna have to break it out and rewatch them.
Yeah, it's been years since I watched the originals. But the Stay Puft Marshmallow Men, the little beady ones, that I thought that was cute. I thought it was funny that they killed each other and it was all good. But I almost had a bad experience at the movie theater. I will give it that.
Someone talking?
Well, come in and sit down, and this guy, he brought his kids.
So his kids were being left.
Yeah, and I'm not sure how old. Like it's the 6-year-old Gen Z. They Generation Z.
No, I think that's something else.
What are they?
Maybe they are. We'll go with that.
But anyway, so if they are Gen Z, I almost had another bad experience because of Gen Zers. But this one kid was running, like during the trailers, hiding, like trying to hide from his dad, thinking it was funny. You tell his dad was getting pissed off, but he didn't want to make like a big scene.
Yeah.
So he was calm about it. He was good about it. All I could think about was like, this man's probably just got him for the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Like he got divorced. He's trying to act, but that's the negative in me. Thinking you know what I mean? Like
he's probably thinking, man, I should have come and seen this movie next weekend.
And the one kid was great because he had two sons, and the smallest one was doing great.
Put that one up for adoption then.
But yeah, so I sat in the row behind him, and the kid ran outside like he was running back and forth between the doors. So I moved up to her. And just to not see them anymore. You know what I'm saying?
I guess you still hear them, though.
No.
Oh.
Like, I did hear them come back in from going outside because I turned around and looked and they were, you know what I'm saying? But, and the only other thing that was said during that whole movie was, because people laughed, I laughed probably more than anybody. I don't know. I thought some of the jokes she said was funny. Phoebe liked what's a hamster and a cigarette have in common?
What was it?
They'll both taste bad and will harm you if you light one up and try to smoke it or whatever. Like set it on fire and smoke them.
Yeah, she had some goofy ass.
Yeah, like dad jokes, but and the oh my God, now I can't think of her name. But the very end of it, where
Sigourney Weaver.
Yeah, Sigourney Weaver. It said, with Sigourney Weaver, and this one Sigourney Weaver wasn't in that movie, and I thought the same thing.
Me too.
I just
thought
of it, and I was
probably in the.
But more likely, what I thought though was, did I fucking miss something? How? And that was the gap.
In the first one,
oh yeah,
Sigourney Weaver was the Gozer, right?
She was the Keymaster, the gatekeeper.
Gozer.
No, Gozer was the.
So there was another one that played Gozer in the original.
Wasn't she the Keymaster?
I thought.
I don't know. Anyway, or the gatekeeper. I mean, it don't matter. Yeah, she's the gatekeeper. But oh crap, man. But yeah, and that was a good trick. I thought. It's the only one to stay for the very end credit. Everyone else got up and left.
Did you see there was two of them?
Yeah, I was the only one to stay for the very end.
Yeah, because when I went to that meeting, girl there that's involved with it. Her husband was her and her husband are Tennessee Ghostbusters, so they got to go to the New York premiere of the movie.
Oh, damn, that's cool.
So they got to. Her husband got to meet. He got to shake Bill Murray's hand, talk to Bill Murray for a second. Bill Murray told him they were weird, so he had to walk away. All the Tennessee or the Ghostbusters.
Well, it is
weird. But
that's a little strange. Yeah.
But they said that the girl, what's her name, the girl that played Phoebe,
McKenna, something.
they said she was a real sweetheart.
That's cool.
But yeah, where's I going with that?
They were Ghostbusters, so they got to see the end scene they told you about that they were.
Oh, yeah. When I told her we was going to see it the next day, she said, "Make sure you stay till the end."
Well, I mean, yeah, I just looked it up before I sat down.
But
while I was sitting there.
But then a ton of people going out, and Amy was like, "I feel like I should tell people."
Nope.
And, we didn't tell nobody. Nope. But there was like maybe 15 people that actually hung around. So either they looked it up or someone told them to hang around.
And a lot of times I'll look it up after the movie's over. But this time I was like, during the trailers that I didn't want to watch because I should have come in there later. So I ended up having to watch some of the Spider-Man trailers that I didn't want to see.
So is that why you don't want to see trailers? Because you don't want it to spoil it for you?
I try not to watch a whole lot of trailers. Me personally, because I want to go into the movie and
unaware of anything.
Yeah, I don't want to. And I tell you, it made Halloween Kills so much like. You know
Halloween Kills, that's understandable. That motherfucker spoiled the shit out of things.
Yeah, and even when I was there and the trailer was playing during all that, I would look down and I didn't watch any of Halloween Kills trailer. So, but the Spider-Man trailer, it's hard for me not to watch the trailer of a Marvel movie when it's up there in front of my face. I did see some things.
Oh shit! I was about to start talking about that movie.
But I enjoyed this movie. I understand that it's for this generation.
Because it's a passing to the torch, pretty much.
Yeah, and that the Easter eggs and stuff were for the past generation, and plus the kids that have watched the original movies. Oh, I remember that, and Ernie Hudson, like with him, I thought they did a good job with him being Money Man.
So yeah, from what it looks like, he's gonna probably reopen it or whatever.
They leave it open that he could. But me personally, I
heard there's going to be a second one.
Me personally, I feel like some others that I would be interested in them kids that the original cast because they're young enough to grow up with it.
Yeah.
And that they didn't necessarily have to move it forward to the end. You know what I'm saying? Like they could have done some small ghost busting stuff. And then then Gozer comes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like just because I really like the cast. I thought they did a good job on the cast.
Oh yeah. Well, go check out Half-Assed Horrorcast. They did a little mini episode of this. Listening to their thoughts on it. They did have a good point where it would have been cool if they would have, like you said, had a little bit of training or something to a little bit of getting some little mediocre ghosts and stuff. Well, which they got one, the one that had fucking 3 arms on each side.
Oh, that was Muncher.
Yeah.
See, that was their Slimer. Muncher was their Slimer, which I thought was cool.
So, do you think?
But the complaint that they had on they just knew how to turn it on. Well, Phoebe's a genius. Like she opened up the case and was like, such and such is missing.
Well,
and then then Egon opened up the drawer for her to put that in. I didn't know what them were called, but she knew what it was called already. She already knew that it was missing, so that tells you that she's a genius like Egon. You know what I'm saying? Like I could overlook that. Now, granted, she should have been scared of the ghost. Like she should have been a little bit afraid of him moving the chess piece. Like that should have frightened her.
Maybe in her mind it was just intriguing her.
Yeah,
or something.
And Egon,
even the mom didn't get scared. So, but that was pretty emotional when he was trying to show. But I think when she finally realized that he went away to try to save the world or whatever, and he didn't abandon her, but And then what? Oh man, this is what we're jumping all over the place. But what really got me is at the end when there's fighting Gozer and the two dogs or whatever, hellhounds I would call them, but they're not that. But right when Phoebe is about to join the stream with the three Ghostbusters, which all three of them come back. Uh, you see the ghost of her grandpa, Egon grab her hand, and that
Helping
right
her
there.
steady the stream.
Oh man, I started fucking.
God,
I didn't boohoo cry, but I got to where it was getting pretty fucking emotional.
you cried.
Oh, I look over at Amy's the same way. We were both crying together, and because we were, I was sitting beside Amy, so I had my hand on her leg, and when I saw the ghost hand on top of hers, I just gripped Amy's leg, and I was like, "Oh God, here we go!" And that's all it took. That got me. That got my feels, y'all. And just like, and then when the mom went and hugged Egon, God, dude, I about fucking broke down right there. I was like,
Yeah,
I'm not down. I'm tearing up now. That was a pretty emotional movie, or the end scene.
I think more like if you want to be emotional, like where he shows her that he was following her was more for me. Like he cared. He just had to do his own thing. Like which is I pretty much figured out. Like well, that's probably how they're gonna do this. But I had a grin throughout most of this movie. It just, and I guess I could only think of like, man, this is really cool. And I just got into the mindset of this would be awesome. And it's just like any other movie. If I'd have seen it as a kid, this would be great. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I wish I could have be a Ghostbuster and sit in that fucking seat.
The gunner seat.
Yeah, the gunner seat. And I just
she did fucking awesome in that gunner seat. She fucking was like owning that shit. Like
I was like, that'd be so cool. And I mean, some of it, the classroom, I thought it was cool. The classroom where he showed horror movies, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, what they have, they show Cujo and Child's Play.
Yeah, Child's Play. Yeah, I thought that was fun.
But what's his name was
Paul Rudd.
Oh God,
Gary Gruberson.
he was fucking amazing.
Well,
he's always amazing though. And the funny thing about them too, his mannerisms when he was laying on the rock, just like, and she come up, he walks over there like, oh, he's a goofy motherfucker.
He's a great actor. I really enjoyed.
I'm glad he was in this movie for real.
Well, but I don't think he needed to be in the movie. I think anybody could have. It would have been okay for most people to play that role.
Yeah.
I mean, because Paul Rudd is so. But I'm glad he was in it though. And because his character knew about the Ghostbusters, and I'm not 100% sure on Podcast, the kid that was Podcast. I can understand why he would be named Podcast because they're from a little town and he's a dork, and no one, he's a loner because he's an off.
He was very funny too, though.
Yeah, I thought it was weird that he talks about oh, Gary's going to try to bone your mom, and I was like that's a little odd,
What Phoebe come back with though? She's like, it didn't really phase her when he said that.
Yeah, she's like, I'm throwing up on the inside.
Oh yeah. She was kind of like that Napoleon Dynamite humor, like dry humor.
Yeah. But all in all, I like the movie. I can see where some don't like it. I think that's mostly people from Generation X. I'm going to blame them. That they're just old. They don't like it. They're just thinking about when they were a kid, and it sucks for you guys.
What are you talking about?
Because millennials love it.
Are you taking jabs at somebody?
No, I'm just fucking with Craig and them.
Oh yeah. Hey, old guys, calm.
They probably won't even listen to this. So, but yeah,
we love y'all though.
But it's not getting the reviews aren't great, and I can see why some people don't enjoy it. But I think a lot of them
has a 98% audience rating.
Yeah, but I can also understand them are mostly the same people that don't like any remake.
It's not a remake.
Or a reboot.
It's not a reboot.
Well, it is a reboot. It's a reboot of the Ghostbusters.
It's a sequel.
Eh,
It's a sequel.
yeah, but they're rebooting the franchise. I mean, in all honesty, they brought all three of them back.
It's a sequel, man.
Which, I mean, I think Bill Murray to me, like.
But they're making it
It's
relevant
like
again with a new,
It's not even going to be a new cast. They're not even going to be the ones in the next movie. That ended because Ernie went back to New York with the Ecto-1.
I know them. Yeah, but well.
You know what I'm saying? They took Gozer. I mean, granted though, they still had the containment unit that could break free.
Yeah, but what was up with that when it zoomed in on the red light flashing? Does that mean? So what are they going to
do? Could be losing power. Ooh, the ghost could be set free in New York again.
Well, who do you think they would get to be in the next one?
I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I don't know.
Do you think they'll actually have them come from Oklahoma? Maybe they'll set it a little farther. I don't know. It's all speculation. What'll happen?
Yeah, because they're kids. They got to do school. You know, they were on summer break. So
the brother was what was he, 14 or 15? No, 15.
15.
And then so that means she was probably
she's like 12,
13.
Yeah.
So if they waited a couple years, teenagers or like preteens, shit, it don't take 2 years. They can look totally different.
Oh yeah, that one kid already looks different from Stranger Things.
Oh yeah, he's the 14-year-old or 15-year-old.
Yeah, he's already grown. I mean,
was he in it?
Yeah, compared to what he was from when he was a little kid to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like you watch him grow up over time.
That dude's got a hell of a career ahead of him. He's already been in some huge things.
But there's a lot of people that were kids and that were in a lot of huge things and then tanked. You know what I'm saying? Their career
maybe
get burnt out and stuff. But yeah, he's a good actor. I like him.
But hell, Phoebe, the girl that plays Phoebe, she's a blonde headed.
Is she?
That's the same girl.
Yeah, no.
All the pictures I was seeing from my buddy, it was a blonde girl. I'll see if I can find where he was at the premiere of it.
Yeah. Yeah, she is blonde. I've never looked her up, from Grapevine, Texas. Hell, she's 15 years old. Yeah. She looks super young. But I think the way that they had her hair curly and all that, I see, I enjoyed the movie. I'd say go watch it. And, like we always say, form your own opinion. Don't take the critics' opinion into account as much. I thoroughly enjoyed it.
That's her, right?
Yeah. I just seen her on
It looks totally different, though.
Plus,
she had that curly hair.
But let's also say, this movie could have been filmed 2 to 3 years ago.
Yeah, that's true, because it was supposed to come out last summer, wasn't it?
I think so. So, she could have filmed this when she was 13 and she's 15 now. And like you said, when 2 years from a 13 to a 15-year-old.
But she probably had that hairdo when she was that young.
Could have. I don't know.
Did he have the curly hair, though?
He had darker hair.
What was it curly, though? I know in the cartoon he had like a fucking Superman curl.
Yeah, no, I always wanted that. He was blonde, too, in the cartoon. I wanted that so bad because I had blonde hair. It's like, man, that'd be cool.
So did you watch the Ghostbusters?
Oh, yeah, I watched the cartoon, yeah. Slimer was the best.
But in the movies, I don't think he was a friend of theirs.
No, he wasn't their buddy. And he should have been.
Yeah, that
would have been way better.
So, but I think
Voice Munchers were their friend. But that's just me.
They used their voices, though, in the TV series, didn't they?
I have no clue. So, you talking about the cartoon?
Yeah.
The anime. I guess it's anime considered now. We called them cartoons back in the day.
I think they did. I'm not sure, though.
Yeah, we can just keep on saying that we liked it. It's a good movie. Go check it out. Appreciate you listening. Hope you have a great Thanksgiving coming up. If you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, just hope you have some days off to enjoy to yourself. If you hate your family,
I'll have one day off.
Just have some great time. You know what I'm saying? Like whoever your friends, Hope you have, I hope you get off, is what I'm saying. Well, off on the holiday. Not like like, I'm just making it way more awkward than it has to be.
I was going to say something. I'm just keep letting him talk.
Yeah.
He'll put his own foot in his mouth.
Okay. I hope you get a day off.
But if you
Days.
if you get off while you're off, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. Do whatever you want to do. I don't need to know.
Even if it's manually.
I'm not trying to know. Like, what's over here?
Even if it's manually.
And next week, we're going to be back next week. I guess we're doing this more
than bi-weekly.
Yeah, more than bi-weekly.
Well, it just so happens 2 movies are coming out a week apart. So.
Resident Evil.
Welcome to Raccoon City.
Welcome to Raccoon City.
So it's like a reboot.
It's a what is that? Prequel.
Yeah. So it takes place like it's supposed to in the a lot in the mansion. Fuck that down.
Does it?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. This is a movie that I would not go watch in a movie theater.
If he didn't have that
If
pass.
I didn't have an unlimited pass. So I'm going to throw that out there. I did enjoy most of the Resident Evil movies. I have no issue with them. But
I was a hardcore video the game player.
I never played it. I heard that the new one's really fun.
Yeah, the kids got it.
But I never played the video game, so it wasn't something, I was more into GTA.
My kids are excited, so yeah, tomorrow night, well, I don't know if Johnny's going.
I'm going during the day. I'll be there.
Okay.
Like, it starts at 1:10.
But we're going to go tomorrow night sometime.
Yeah, so be on the look. We'll be dropping that next week. So if you want to know about it, if you should go watch it, if you have the same movie opinions like we do, like you kind of get a feel of all the movies we've done. If you agree with us, then you're going to want to hear what we think about it.
Yeah.
So
if you want to suggest us a movie to watch, join our Patreon and you can.
Yeah, or just suggest maybe.
Trying to get a fucking. Anyways,
no. My thing about this is the most important thing you can do is to tell us to your friends. Share us. Like, if you listen to this and you're listening now, and you like us and you like what we do, just tell your friends. If you don't think that they'll think you're a weirdo for listening to it, we might be too extreme for some people.
I need to say this more on each episode. Be sure to please give us a review on Apple iTunes or whatever, or anywhere you listen.
And if you watch this or listen to us on YouTube, click that like button.
Like, share, subscribe, click that notification bell. Ding.
Yeah, just click like, or just tell us what you like to hear. So yeah, share us with your friends. We appreciate you.
Before we go, hit that hotline up, which is not like a real hotline, I guess, because I think people got confused about that. Just leave us a voicemail with your strange, unexplained stories.
And we'll talk about it and discuss it between the two of us. And we might make fun of it, but probably won't.
Yeah, you never know, though. So, but
if a really funny story that's paranormal or weird, that would be fun too.
Call 931-325-9755. Leave us a voicemail. And if you don't want us to, we won't play it on air, but if so, then we're going to play it on air and kind of react to it. So.
Yeah, we won't make fun of it. I'm more open.
But yeah, so I guess that's all we got. We out.
Peace. Now it's time to say goodbye to the basement guys again. They would like to thank you folks for kindly dropping in. You're all invited back next week to this locality to have a heaping helping of their hospitality. Or that is, spooks and spells. Take your shirt off. Y'all come back now. You hear?